I see you standing there, a soothing atmosphere. Smell of your aftershave, sweet blossom in the rain. You flip around your hair as if you're unaware, but you should know that I'm looking at you.
Hi all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you an awesome pumpkin cheesecake recipe where I teach you guys how basically to make recipes in little muffin tins, and I have so many different types of flavors. I've done key lime, I've done a regular cheesecake, I've done a chocolate one, I have even done a banana cream pie. So today I'm going to show you my pumpkin cheesecake.
I'm looking at you. You make me feel like I'm made of colors.
This pumpkin cheesecake recipe is actually really incredible. It's pretty safe for a lot of people who deal with inflammation. There are nuts that are in the crust, but otherwise, if you don't have a nut allergy, this recipe is going to be perfect. But make sure to stay to the end of this video because I'm going to tell you about a free ebook that I have for you guys to itch less in 3 days. Basically reduce inflammation in 3 days, which is amazing. So jumping right in, I want you guys to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Not sure what that is in Celsius. I think it's like 120. So we're gonna start off making the crust. Basically all these tarts that I make have these little crusts that you put at the bottom, and then you have a filling that's usually a cashew-based filling. Or it's a coconut cream filling like my banana cream pie. So the next thing you want to do is put 25 hazelnuts into your food processor. And I made sure to count these out so you guys kind of had a better estimate of how to make this recipe right along with me. So they're raw hazelnuts and you want to just put those in your food processor. The next thing you want to do is blend those until you have this texture. You want to make sure that it's not too rough but not too smooth. You don't want to turn it into a flour, but you want it to still have some texture. So once that's blended, you're going to add 6 tablespoons of cashew butter, and then you're going to add in 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. Then I want you guys to flavor this however much you want to flavor. We're going to add in sea salt and cinnamon. You can then add in cloves, or you can add in a pumpkin spice. Do it to your liking. Some people like more cinnamon, some people like less, but you want to make sure that you put at least 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/4 of a teaspoon of sea salt. So this is super easy. Just blend this all together, and then we're going to end up putting it into the pan. So this recipe allows us to have 12 of these little cheesecakes. So you want to evenly distribute all of the dough between all of your muffin tins. And since it contains coconut oil, you actually do not have to grease the pan beforehand. So once you get these all flattened out, you want to put it into the oven for about 10 minutes. You want it to be a little golden when it comes back out. I have a little eczema tip for you guys. If you're someone who has severe eczema, cinnamon is one of those things that'll make you very, very itchy. So instead, you can kind of take this recipe in many different ways and flavor it any way that you want. Maybe you want to do like a chocolate with pumpkin, or you want to do carob with pumpkin, which is very eczema safe, banana with pumpkin, that's a very fall flavor, or you could even make it into like an apple-based one. So you have quite a few options. Okay, once you take that out of the oven, you can just let it rest, let it cool down, and we're going to work on the filling. So the filling is very easy. This recipe actually requires for you to soak cashews. So if you want the recipe, I'll have it linked down below onto my website. You should soak your cashews for at least 24 hours. My cashews were soaked for 48 hours, which was really great and really interesting. So I just poured all of these cashews in there. It ends up being about 1.5 cups of soaked cashews. And then right after that, I put in 1/4 cup of cashew milk. So I love cashews because they're very eczema safe. However, a lot of people do have allergies to cashews, and if that's the case, you can use things like a coconut cream or do something like almond, or you can try hemp, like a hemp milk. And maybe I'm gonna try making your own hemp cream, like a coconut cream, but hemp cream. So see if that works out for you. You can also use a rice milk as well. Then we're gonna add in 1/2 a can of pumpkin puree. So this is just an organic pumpkin puree that you can get from Whole Foods, or hopefully your local grocery store has a nice organic pumpkin. Then I'm gonna have you guys season this the way you want. So add cinnamon in, don't add cinnamon in, but I like to add a little bit of cinnamon, and then right after that I wanted to sweeten it, so I add in 20 drops of liquid stevia. So another fun fact for you guys, stevia can actually not be pure stevia. So you want to make sure when you're sourcing it, I do have links on my website if you need a good stevia. Sometimes it can be combined with erythritol, which actually isn't that great for us. So make sure that your stevia is pure stevia. Then I added in 2 tablespoons of monk fruit. I find that monk fruit isn't quite as sweet as stevia, but I like to balance the flavors out. Stevia has a very interesting flavor that doesn't always go with everything that you make, but monk fruit has a much richer, I feel like stevia has a very fruity flavor, and then monk fruit just has a nice like sugary flavor to it, so I added that in next. Then you can add in some sea salt and a little bit of vanilla. I added in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And vanilla extract, you can try to look for it without alcohol. And a lot of times it's combined with alcohol, which can actually aggravate inflammation. So make sure that your vanilla extract is without alcohol. It usually has glycerin instead, I think. Something like that. So then I realized that mine was a little too thick. If you like the consistency of it, go ahead and pour it into your pan, but I wanted mine a little bit thinner, so I added in 1 more cup of milk, and MYLK milk, as in cashew milk and not dairy milk. So that's pretty much it. You want to fill this evenly throughout all of your little muffin tins and then freeze it for at least 2 hours. Then you can just wedge a knife in. It doesn't really scratch it too badly. You can just wedge your knife in. That's how I pop out all of mine. Wedge the knife in, get your little cups out, and it's fantastic. This is a really nice treat for you to bring to any holiday parties, for you to bring to Thanksgiving, and it's a treat that you can have because you're controlling what goes in it. So if you have very severe eczema, some really safe foods for you typically are cashews, bananas. You can do cashew milk, you can do cashew yogurt, you can end up making your own dessert. You can make this exact recipe but change out the crust for maybe like coconut and cashew butter. There's so many different things you can do with this, and I have so many different recipes up on my website, so go check that out. Now, as promised, I wanted to tell you guys about a free ebook that helps you reduce inflammation in 3 days. I'm going to link it down below, but if I didn't, it's coachmichellemills.com/freemium. You know what? I'm going to put it right here. And you guys go there and you can just sign up, and it's this really awesome ebook that has so many tips for you guys to reduce itching in 3 days. And I've had so much feedback about the ebook, and people are saying it really helps them. So go check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching this. And if you watched it all the way through, put Pumpkin Gang down below in the comments. Alright guys, I will see you in my next video. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you recreate it, make sure to tag me on Instagram, Coach Michelle Mills. Don't know which side I put it on. Coach Michelle Mills. And yes, so I will see you guys. Thank you so much for watching that video. I'm now going to go over all the different things that I offer and how I can help you further. So if you're looking for a support group, I do have a Facebook support group called Healthy Skin, Happy Living. It's an awesome community full of people all over the world. It's very diverse, and people go in and just ask each other, you know, I have this problem. Is it normal? And am I okay? And so people will be like, yeah, I went through the same thing. If you need even more help than that, I do have coaching programs. It's for eczema specifically, inflammation-related disorders and diseases as well, and I help coach you through that. It is a very specialized coaching. There is a video on my website that goes in depth. So I just wanted to tell you guys, you know, I have a lot of stuff going on, and I can help you in such a large range of ways. And if you shoot me a message on Instagram, my handle currently is Michelle Mills _. It will be changing to Coach Michelle Mills very soon. Send me a direct message and I will add you to a support group messenger on Instagram. And everyone is amazing, still very diverse, very supportive, and I'll see you guys there. See you in my next video. Bye!
crashing waves. I wanna see them at first.